Hey guys, Will Pittman MD here. This is going to be the final stretching series for what I do while I'm on call. So in previous videos, we talked about the joint mobility that I do, the squats, hangs, and holds. And the final thing I like to do prior to winding down to go to sleep is what a lot of people refer to as yin yoga. These are poses that don't require a lot of effort to hold. You can kind of relax and let your body and gravity pull you down into them. And they're usually held for longer periods, anywhere between 1 up to 10 minutes. What I like to do is pick about 4 to 6 movements where I spend 15 to 20 minutes stretching out my body and really focusing on the areas that I feel have gotten most tight throughout the day. This is primarily going to be my anterior hips, my psoas muscle, my glutes, my calves, and then my shoulder and upper back area. These movements can be done while reading a book, listening to a non-stimulating podcast, maybe talking to my wife, or just done in silence so that I can prepare myself to go from the high-level stress of working in an operating room down to a lower level stress so that I can sleep. These different techniques can also be combined with breath work, and if anyone's interested in that, I'm happy to make another video about it. Just please post below and let me know. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple of these positions that I like to hold, and then we'll get off of here and hopefully have a good night of rest. So most yoga poses have different names. I go off of what I learned, which is a company called Ramwad. They have a great 7-day free trial. Please check them out. They've taught me a lot stretching throughout the years. So to work on my anterior hips, I will start in something called a lizard pose, where I'm getting my back leg as long as I can, really trying to open up my hips here. And then my front leg is also being stretched, as well as my calves as well. You can do this with your hands on the ground here with your arms extended. You can reach in front for more of a stretch. You can also dip down and let your body relax with your elbows on the floor. I'll hold this pose for about 2 minutes on each side, and then we'll come out. Next, I want to make sure that I can loosen again the front side of my body and my quadriceps. So I will sit on my toes. If this is enough stretch, which when I first started was more than enough for me, that's fine. If you're elevated, that's also fine. You can stretch your toes by tucking your feet as well. But I will lean back as far as is comfortable here to stretch out my quads and my anterior hips. After that's done, I want to take some time to focus on my glutes and the backside of my legs. So what I will do is something called a pigeon pose. You'll take your front foot and turn your legs where you have a 90-degree bend at the knee. And then I will try to lay my upper body down over my shin and my calf. My back leg, which is hard to see, is straight behind me as much as I can get it. And I will relax down here, again, searching for a stretch in my hips and avoiding any painful stimulation in my back or my knee. All of these poses, depending on my time restraints, will be between 2 to 3 minutes. Again, I want to focus on my upper back as well. Depending on if I have a clean area to lay down or a yoga mat, I'll do one of 2 different poses. One is called a puppy dog, which is basically doing half of a downward dog pose, where I'm going to sit on my hands and knees, push my arms out in front of me, rest my head down, and stretch my upper back. This can also be done on a chair to get more of a stretch. I usually do a lot of opening with my shoulders and back by stretching this way or up over my head. I feel that I spend a lot of time either holding a tablet or on a computer or reading papers where my hands and my body is contracted down like this. Not to say that you should ignore those stretches. However, I'm trying to counteract that to be as healthy as possible. So I want to open my body up, especially before I go to sleep. If anyone has any questions about specific yoga stretches or problem areas that you have, or different exercises to help different types of jobs that you may have in and around a hospital or in any job that you may own or work at, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much.